Today's video is about making a change, and I have a couple of questions for you. Now, when I was working in call centres, obviously I have a face for call centre, one of the things I used to ask people when I was talking to them was, who is the person who makes the decision in your house? Who's the person who makes the decision in your life? Because I can talk to someone for an hour and a half, but if it's their wife or their husband that makes the choice, what's the point of talking to you? Because you're not going to be able to be convinced, are you? So the question I have for you is, who is it that makes the choices in your life? Is it your partner? Is it your kids? Is it the priest? Is it the guy at the McDonald's? And there are people who will take advice from those dudes. Is it you? Because if it's not, how are you going to succeed? How often is it we've made a change in our lives or made a change in our lifestyles and thought, I wonder how this is going to affect me? How am I going to be able to do this? And the fear comes into you, and there is a lot of fear. There's always fear when we make a change. What if I fail? What if I'm in a worse position than I was before? How often is it we've been out in town? On the weekends when we're drinking. Now I come from Hamilton, so it's a little bit different, but in Auckland, a little bit different too. But how often is we've been in town and thought, I wish I had more money to drink. I wish I had more money for this. I wish I had money for petrol to go for a drive with my mates. I wish I could go to the beach today. I live on the North Shore. Hey, beach is 5 minutes away. I can live with that. But how often is you've gone, I wish I could go away for a holiday and do this. And then you thought, I haven't got any money, so I need to get a new job. And suddenly you get the job, and your motivation for going out on the weekend and drinking isn't so high. Maybe it is in some cases, but maybe it's not. I'll give you an example. How often is it you've been, look at your lifestyle today. I know a few people, like my flatmates for example, all they do all day is smoke drugs and fucking drink. I don't have a lot of respect for that, but that doesn't mean that I haven't done it before. I've made those mistakes before. I've hidden in my house. I've done these things, and you look at your life and you go, I'm not happy, and you're banging your head and you're complaining and you're moaning, but you're not doing anything about it. How often is that you've looked at your friends and thought, every day I come to your house, or every couple of days I come to your house and we hang out, we do certain things, we have a routine. That's my life. And what happens when you change that routine? We've all got friends that we're pretty close with. What happens if you don't go and see them every day anymore? My routine at the moment is, quite fixed to a certain extent. That's cool. My flatmates, every single day, all they do all day is drink and smoke and do that sort of shit, and that's fine. That's their choice, but I don't have a lot of respect for it. But what happens if you change that routine? What happens if you decide that I'm not going to be doing that anymore? Suddenly you lose touch with your friends. How often is it that you've decided to make a positive change and somehow it's been sabotaged by you, by your friends, by someone who's not keen? We all surround ourselves with a lot of people that we think are our friends. Smart ones realise that two-faced people and the people who openly support you, or say that they support you, and then in the background, telling people, you can't do it, there's no way you can do it. Smart people, get rid of them. I would suggest you surround yourself with people who say yes you can. And those people who say no you can't. And the reason that you can't is because of this. And if we can deal with that problem, maybe we can deal with it. Okay? I can be lots of things. I can work out every single day. I can be huge, to a certain extent, but I'm never going to be Mr. Olympia. I'm never going to be 6'6". It's just not going to happen. I can live with my limitations. What I can't live with is being unable to be me. You can't live your life thinking, what if I did something and it failed? What if this is the best I am? People talk about religion and they talk about, you have to do this and you have to do all these things and that's the way you're going to be a good person. That's not the reality. If you want some really, really good advice on how to be a good person, the only honest truth is make sure that today you are better than you were yesterday, and that tomorrow you've made changes and you are better tomorrow than you were today. And if you don't do that, you're just wasting your time. I know that sounds a little harsh, but it's kind of true. The only way to improve yourself and to be better is to make sure that your goal is to be better today than you were yesterday, and do something that changes that. Maybe it's you drinking, maybe it's your smoking, maybe it's the fact that you swear, maybe it's the fact that you do lots of things that maybe you don't like or other people don't like. The illegal stuff is an easy way. And the question is, are you doing it because you're being forced to do it, or are you doing it because it's what's best for you? We all go, how many times have you seen someone say, I'm giving up smoking, and the reality is they're giving up smoking because they've run out of cigarettes, and when they get another cigarette, that's all they want to start again. It's drugs are an easy addiction, alcohol's an easy addiction, cigarettes are an easy addiction, but how often do we make changes because it's best for us? How often is it we've been going to, we've said we're going to, sorry, I said the cheek, because this is the fourth time. I'll give you an example. How often is it we've been doing something and something goes wrong? We get up in the morning, we're going to a new job and our car doesn't start. And we've thought, must be a sign. Must be a sign that this isn't for me. This is the fourth time I've done this video, maybe fifth time today. I've tried, and it's failed 4 times, and that could have been a sign that the video wasn't worth doing. Probably not though. That's okay, I can work with it. What I'm curious about is who is it that makes the choice for you? I've lived for the last 4 years, ruled by what my ex-wife and my parents say. They tell me what I should or shouldn't do, and if they don't, and they tell me that if I don't do exactly what they say, then I will suffer, and I will continue to suffer. And how often have we accepted that and gone, okay, I'm going to let you make the choice for me because that's what's best for me? That's not helpful. No, I don't know what I am. I don't know who I am, but I know what I'm not. I'm not anyone else. I know that for example, as I said, I worked in call centres. I did journalism. I can write. I can sing. I can do lots of things. I can't, for the life of me, do anything with cars. It's never going to happen with me. I'm just mechanically not minded. But I know what I am good at, and I know what I should be good at. And I know that for me to be better, I have to make sure that tomorrow I'm better than I was yesterday, and better than I am today. So surround yourself with people who will say yes. Surround yourself with people who challenge you. Do not surround yourself with people who say no, you can't. And never, ever, ever accept failure, because nobody ever succeeds who hasn't failed before. What's the point in doing it if you are going to make it easy? Challenge yourself. Make your choice, not someone else's choice. Say, for me, this is what I need. Not what you need, what we need, what I need. Because that's what's best. Kids respect that. If you get up tomorrow and say, you know what, it's going to be difficult for a little while, but this is what's best, this is the change that I need to make, and this is how long term it's going to work better for us. It'll make me happier, which therefore makes you happier, which makes our kids happier, which makes our family happier. That's the best thing for you. So you do that. That's my advice. Good luck.